breeze blowing, storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page line is about to be. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells you when Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm, if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that was trying to hide. Look on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation. Yeah, here in Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation.
All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning. What's going on? It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Henry Sparks going to NHC. How about that? That looks pretty cool down there in Miami, right? Awesome. Have fun. I know a couple guys down there. Hopefully they like me. I don't know. Sometimes you wonder. All right. Well, good morning. We're going to talk weather here. We got Louie today. Let me say hi to Louie. We showed Hunter yesterday. I think it was Hunter yesterday. I can't remember, but Louie was in the mood today to say hi to everybody. So today it's all about Louie. And we'll let him hang out here for a few minutes as everybody gets logged in and says hello. So let me ask about our song. We got like eight awesome songs. The songwriter was Andy Simmons. I got a link right up here at the top of my page. You can go listen to them all, actually, right here. All the original MWP songs right there. You can listen to them. They're awesome. They're phenomenal. We might have a new one this year. He always sends me a new one every year. When he first started doing them, it was before we even had Hunter. So now the new songs have to include Hunter and Louie. Louie's the original. So, all right, so our Daily Brew, we're going to talk about tropics. Hurricane season begins officially next week. Our Daily Brew brought to you by our great friends at ABC. I love this picture here. Kind of reminds you of a Florida rain shower that has passed. And you kind of have that orange glow from the sunshine coming in off from the west. So, and you can see water in parking lots. I'm sure this was taken right after a storm, but beautiful nonetheless. So if you live in Florida, make sure you support them for all your tailgating needs, which we are tailgating Friday. We're going to the Rays game. So I'll be going there, picking up some goodies. The best salsa in the world. And chips at ABC. All right, so this is our storm over in Guam. This is off tropicaltidbits.com. This, if you're wondering what this is, they got hit last night, Category 4. It appeared late last night, our time, Eastern time. The eye wall collapsed on itself. We were talking about that yesterday's Daily Brew, how the eye wall was shrinking. And sometimes they go through an eye wall replacement. I don't think this one ever really did. So maybe a weekend a little bit, hopefully enough, but still some pretty intense videos coming out. Still going on right now. They're getting hit on the backside. So the eye itself looked like it passed a little to the north. But yeah, the radar's down. I updated the website with a bunch of links. Radar's down. There's your latest track. Latest winds 140 mile an hour. The eye just to the tip north side of the island, and movement was northwest at 8. So we'll start to get more reports in soon on how all that fared. Got stuck with words there. None of the meteorologists talk about January. I know. Well, we talked about it a lot. I actually put a, I love you, puppy. All right, let's let him go. He's so tired. So everybody's going to the Rays game. Look for me. We're going to Rays. We're going to be tailgating on Friday night. And I'm talking about my buddies at TBBC. Picking up some brewskis. So I have been sharing a lot of stuff on the Guam storm, the typhoon over there. And like I said, the website here, I got National Weather Service Guam has an office there. You can get your local statements, forecast tracks, cones. You can get all the information here. Hopefully everybody noticed it on my site because I had a lot of people asking where to get information. But the NWS actually has an office over there in Guam. So there you go. Again, if you want to see that, that's on tropicaltidbits.com. So let's close them out here. Take a look at the Atlantic. Say hi to a few people, then we're going to roll. Hello, Miss Shelley Ross. So next week, the ABC, Josh. There you go, man. Next week's the start of the season. I'll be up at the Golf Jam starting Tuesday. A lot of festivities planned for me up there at Panama City Beach. I'll keep everybody posted on that. We are going to do something special. I felt kind of weird not being home for June 1st, even though it's just a date. I mean, you know, I don't really get too worked up about June 1st being the official day of hurricane season. But a lot of people might be tuning in because it's the first day. Since I'll be up there, we're going to actually, the plan is to do a June 1st 919 Daily Brew on the stage from the Golf Jam. The actual stage that Kenny Chesney and all the artists up there are going to be on. We're going to actually be set up to do live. So fingers crossed we have good internet up there. But we'll be up there. So hopefully we get to see everybody. We'll be posting more about that for the big concert next week at Panama City Beach. So, and what I thought about doing more on June 1st is talking more about the season, pulling up, you know, the current forecast. I think we have a NOAA forecast coming out before then. So we'll have an official, actually it might be this week. But anyway, NOAA is going to do their official hurricane outlook. We already got CSU's outlook. And they're going to be really close to the same, I have a feeling. So I plan on having some good stuff about the season ahead. And Panama City Beach, obviously, Hurricane Michael, kind of near and dear to me because, you know, the page was pretty strong back then. We had a lot of people following us during Hurricane Michael. I took a trip up there a couple years after that, up there in Mexico Beach, and yeah, a lot of fans up that way. So anyway, all right. So Golf Jam this weekend coming up. What are you talking about? Next weekend. Google it. Richard Reamer, good morning. What's up, Tom Baffa? How you doing, man? Misty, go to be at the Golf Jam. All right. Cassandra, good morning. It was supposed to be Morgan Wallen, remember? And he got vocal issues, and they replaced him with Kenny Chesney. So what a replacement, right? Cheers to Louie. Look at that, waking up with Louie, just like we used to. You got your Louie in the morning. A few more hellos, and we'll get right into the weather. There's really a little bit to talk about. I'm kind of curious what's going on here. Taylor James, good morning. Panhandle is definitely nice. So Josh, I don't know, Frontline. I talked to those guys at Verizon. They last year they hooked me up, Josh, with a mobile broadband. But yeah, they did tell me a little bit about that. Thinking about getting the Starlink maybe too. Problem is I'm worried about it under clouds and hurricanes. All right, so there's a current look at the satellite imagery on weathernerds.org. Well, cool, Misty. Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there every day. I think he's got me on the stage every day actually talking weather. So I don't know. Hopefully, well, at least one person in the audience will know who I am. Taylor, I think the race might be good this weekend. Let's talk about that. Miserable OBX. I'm sorry, Jamie. Your best bet's going to be later in the weekend, it looks like, if we're going to get this thing to move on out of here. Sunday, Monday. So, best part of waking up is Louie in your cup. Louie on your cup. We don't want Louie in the cup. No. All right, so there are a couple tropical waves. Look at that. 2 waves out there. That's interesting, man. The season's getting kick-started early. Look at that. Wave. Nothing to worry about, though. All right, but what we do have to talk about is this. So, let's talk about what's going on with the weather. All right, let's zoom in on here. So, man, Keys are getting really lit up right now. A lot of people down the Keys, right? You guys are getting storms all morning. Richard has bacon. I love bacon. Belgium. Hey, what's up, Vanessa? How's Belgium doing? Tammy from Eastern Carolina. Well, we're going to talk a lot about the Carolinas, man. Oh, man. Ryan, sorry about that, buddy. Ryan just said he had friends living in Guam. All right. Well, here's a scoop. Let me tell you what's going on in the south here. All right, so we got a lingering front. We talk about this a lot. There's a lingering front. We got a low pressure area that it's actually going to be sliding over to here the next couple of days. All right, so there you go. LL. Looks like a pair of glasses. Today, because our L is more moving this way, we're starting to see storms are going to be kind of moving a little bit more throughout the state as our low is kind of like sliding through. So that means less storms in the panhandle. We're starting to get some dry air. I mean, my arrows are terrible today. We're starting to actually see some dry air work its way down in the southeast minus the peninsula. So you're feeling a little less rain chances across the upper Gulf today. But peninsula, man, my arrow skills are terrible. And you notice my clicker. Michael says he's from Guam. How about that? How you doing, Michael? Glory from Geneva, Alabama. What's up, Jonathan? So anyway, that's that. So we got storms today. Storm Prediction Center showing this increased storm chances for the lower half of Florida today. So this kind of first time the West Coast Florida has been highlighted. So there you go. We might have storms on both sides of the coast today. Rain chances are going to slowly disappear for the southeast and Florida the next couple days for a nice weekend. I'm going to talk about this low here in just a minute. But as far as today goes, storms, look at that. Middle of the state south. We could even see some hail again. We had hail yesterday. I thought I was going to go storm chasing yesterday. Had the truck ready to go. I got a laptop in there. Got it all set up. And I'm sitting there in Oldsmar. And I was hoping to catch like a water spout over the bay. And they were dissipating way too quick. Too much winds rolling in. But Riverview had a strong storm, and I saw it on radar, and it was an hour and a half away. And the way it is, they dissipate the time you would have got there. But Riverview had some hail yesterday. and I was watching it reviews east of Tampa. But there you go, hail chances today. And the storms, let's go ahead and pull that up real quick. Then we're going to talk about this low pressure that's got me baffled why we don't have a circle. We don't have a circle. I thought we would have at least a little crayon, but we don't have anything. All right, here's your radar today, just to kind of show everybody that today, which is Wednesday, coverage is kind of everywhere. So it's not a matter of, look at, it's kind of all hanging around the peninsula today. So the panhandle, very little. And coverage kind of shows you. Both sides of the coast has a chance of some storms today. And I talk, these isolated supercells, or storm clouds, you'll get a lot of rain, 3, 4, 5 inches of rain in these things. And you see that flood out in Texas? They had 4 or 5 inches of rain, and it looked like a ocean out there. Coverage today. There you go. All right. Let's take a look at the wind map and see what's cooking. So we have nothing official from the NHC on anything brewing. Here's kind of what's going on. You can kind of see the wind shifting here. There's your kind of a weak low right here trying to take shape. Remember, counterclockwise, you got a couple little lows trying to form. This is an old frontal boundary area that's just kind of lingering around down there. Oh, I just circled both of them. Ah, there they are. Three lows. 3 little birds. 3 little lows. Boom, boom, boom. This is the official surface chart for 8 a.m. And if you go back to, I'm pretty darn close. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Those are your lows. What that means is this. If we look at the 3-day map here, you can start to see that it's going to meander its way over to the East Coast. This is the next 3 days. This is through Friday. So there's our low. The next couple of days, rain chances are going to start decreasing. Let me show you how that rain chances shows for the next several days and where I'm going with all this. So day 1, there's your day 1 rains. I guess you can kind of see it. I don't like zooming in and out a lot. But there's your day 1 rains. Obviously, pretty much Florida Peninsula. Tomorrow, Thursday, rain chances a lot less. Figure the counterclockwise spin. We're going to get more rain down in South Florida tomorrow. This is Thursday. They're going to start getting close to the other East Coast now. And then on Friday, there's our blob. A lot of questions on that blob. There's Saturday. So the common theme has been this. Friday into Saturday, this blob of low pressure is going to make its way in, probably more likely the Carolinas, especially the east coast of the Carolinas. This has been the trend now for days and days and days. There's your Saturday rains. Sunday rains, it kind of lingers. And then it kind of pulls on out of here Sunday. A lot of folks asking about NASCAR. It's going to be close. Depends on how inland this thing goes. Luckily, the race is Sunday night. Because if it was Saturday night, probably more chances Saturday night for rain than Sunday. So, take a deep breath. There's hope. It could be out of here. Some of the trends had it slow. Some of them had it speed out of here. This is a Monday map, which is kind of an extension of Sunday night. So, hopefully... But there's your rain for Monday. So, people asking what's my best chances if you're in the Carolinas for the holiday weekend? Monday. The rest of the Southeast, nothing. Here's Friday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Florida, Upper Gulf. Everybody looks great for the holiday weekend. Memorial Day is coming up. Monday rains lingering a little bit in the northern Carolina. So that's been the trend. So what do we got? We got this low pressure area. Let's take a look at it. The NHC isn't marketing. Remember, I suggest everybody every day come to the page. There's your best two graphics to ever look at. Right there. Boom, boom. 2-day outlook and now 7-day outlook. And there's nothing highlighted. So if you're worried about tropical, it's not there. But big butt. I cannot lie. Nick, yeah, no, Coca-Cola 600 is not a good race on Monday. What's up, Lord Andrew? Good morning. BB and honey. What's BB and honey? Bourbon? 3 lows don't make it right, Shelly says. Hail damage from a tornado. Oh my gosh, where's that at? Panama City about a month ago. If you're hey, what's up, Mary Carol Chapman? How you doing? Hey, we got Patty from Devil Hills. Hail. I've been learning a lot about. Yeah, 21 no comment, Chris. That would be the raise score. Taller the storm clouds, higher up they go in the atmosphere, and more chances you have for hail. Tornadoes are from supercells. That's why you always see Reed and others get excited when there's hail, because that typically means the conditions are there for a tornado, because you got a lot of uprising convection. So unfortunately for you, you got hail, you said. Not good. All right, so here's all the latest models. Let's take a look at that on Tropical Tidbits and see what is going on. So, 2 things we're watching. We're gonna look at these models, individual models on Tropical Tidbits, and then I'm gonna talk about the other big storyline. I think it's gonna be the north part of Florida. Winds and waves rolling in. St. Augustine, Jacksonville, St. John's River. Friday and Saturday, man, we got tremendous signs of waves rolling in, high surf, seas. Could be some pretty big time flooding along the coast and areas that were battered heavily by Nicole. So pay attention to that. What's up, Mr. Mark Hall? Lots of hail in Texas. Alan, you're welcome, buddy. Mickey, poop. All right. Tropical Tidbits. All right, so the GFS has been, last year, as we know, we didn't really watch it a lot. Regardless of NAC developing anything, low pressures mean one thing. Wind, rain, storms, right? Lower the pressure, more wind, and more storms. Tighter pressure gradients. So GFS has been the most aggressive showing this. On Friday, there's our low plopped out over there on that Gulf Stream, which is warm. 1,005 millibar. You know, and it kind of tries to develop it. 1,001. A lot of wind shear. But this would be Saturday morning. And it moves it on out of here pretty quick. Good news for Charlotte. Good news for a nice, Sunday, Monday for many. But that's interesting. It's been really consistent showing that. We'll see. Remember, we always talk about keeping a scorecard for models. Well, this is GFS's big chance here because it started out the year last year not good, and it kind of went that way the whole year. So what that could look like, there you go. We'll zoom in a little closer. This would be Friday. Here's Friday morning. There's those rains starting to get awfully close to the coast on Friday morning. And then we get Friday afternoon, Friday night. It starts to get really close. South Carolina, a little bit more into Georgia there. And then Saturday morning, the heavy stuff. And of course, all this is wrapped in around it. Counterclockwise flow will put more stuff up into Carolinas. So that's what GFS is showing. Just one model, consistent. The others are a little weaker. Euro. Take a look at the Euro. Oh, the latest Euro just came out. This is Tropical Tidbits, by the way. Oh, man, did it only go out 72 hours? Wait a minute. But it goes 90 hours on this one, I think. No. Why did it only go 72 hours? I thought it was 90 hours. 72 hours. Let's look at my other map here. Let's see. I think it's 90 hours sometimes. I don't know why it would have stopped right there at 72 hours. So let's take a look. At least pressure here. There's 90 hours. So, yeah, there you go. Week 1004 millibar. This is Saturday afternoon. 1004. This is the latest 06Z. But you kind of tell, the same thing. Weak low pressure system. Let's see, we got a 850 on this one yet. No, we don't have everything on this one. 3 hour precipitation. We can look at the winds though. Let's see this one right here. 10 millimeter winds. Yeah. So, still weak. 1004 millibar. Let's look at last night's 00Z run. There's almost the same. Oh, it was 6Z. Never mind. It is the same. Last night's run showed it's kind of tight. This is Saturday, 1005, 1006. Weekends a little bit. There's a lot of wind shear coming in from the north side with that high pressure, but, that's Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. So, we're not talking about a hurricane. We're just talking about winds, waves, rains, and storms, especially pushing into that East Coast. Anytime you get a low pressure system over that Gulf Stream, the Gulf Stream is 82 degrees. Gulf Stream's sneaky. It's warmer than normal right now. So, man, that gives it the spark sometimes, the Gulf Stream, kind of get things going, Still keep my eye on it. I can't believe they don't have a circle on it, to tell you the truth. The Canadian model hasn't shown much love except for now. And it's kind of been showing 1006, 1007 millibar system into the weekend. So what does this mean? Well, the confidence is high. Later Friday into Saturday, we're going to see something getting close to the coast. Mainly a little bit of effects in Georgia, but remember the counterclockwise flow. Most of it's going to be Carolinas. And that would mean for the waves, the winds, and the storms. As this thing moves inland on Sunday, it looks like for most models, we're going to start to get some wraparound rains up into Virginia northward. But there's a Canadian model. And then last but not least is the old Icon, which I love. And it's back to the coast. Remember yesterday we were showing how it trended away from the coast, but the majority of models are keeping it close to the coast. Well, it windshield wipered back to the coast. So these are all getting close to the coast now. I'm sure by now, if you live in that area, you're hearing chitter chatter from your local Mets talking about it. It's getting close enough to the coast that it will affect weekend plans, unfortunately. Looking at the moisture from all these models, again, here's the Icon. On Friday, Saturday, things start to push inland into the Carolinas. On Saturday, there's your blobs making their way in. Heavy Saturday, maybe into Georgia, but the trend still is the Carolinas for the most part. And then here's Sunday morning. Sunday night, could be out of here. Hopefully for Charlotte. And then there's your rain into Virginia later Sunday into Monday. The Euro, the way it's showing the blob, pretty juicy action here late Friday into Saturday morning. And there it is. Look at that. Pushing inland. Common theme, right? There's your low pressure, 1005 over that warm Gulf Stream. We got storms coming in off the Atlantic, feeding into Carolina, North Carolina, South Carolina. This is Saturday. How far inland is all going to depend on how close the low gets to the coast. But later Saturday night, Heavy rains again. The Carolinas, these are, spreading pretty far inland. The low's close enough to the coast that it's going to probably wrap in storms way inland. This is actually 6Z. It's still running. Well, that's interesting. Oh, that was the fast. Oh. So Levi's got Euro fast mode. That's a quicker running of the Euro, not as many high definition models. That only went out to 72 hours. The main Euro defaults to 6Z now, which is 1,005 millibars. So again, if it was a named storm, like let's say Arlene, it'd be tropical storm. Usually you don't start seeing anything too strong until it's under 1,000 millibars. So if you see 1,000, you think tropical storm. Doesn't mean we can't have heavy rain. It's going to be a fast mover though. It's going to get pulled out of here, it appears. But this is Saturday night on the Euro. The GFS Saturday night moves it inland a little bit more. And again, Sunday morning. And it's pretty, so, again, it looks like, things start going downhill Friday along the coast. And then, here's late Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. There's your heavy stuff rolling in, Friday night, Saturday morning, and then Saturday night, and then Sunday morning. So we'll just have to see what it does. There's a lot of wind shear. Maybe, I don't know. TNHC doesn't have much love for it, that's for sure. Rose, you got rain in Melbourne. Yeah, this weekend, listen, both sides of the state today, not minus the Panhandle, getting in on the action here. I got a video. I don't want to play it. I might get copyrighted, but I retweeted it. Remember, the key to the site, if you're kind of new to spaghettimodels.com, listen, all my tweets for the day are right here on the right side. You can see everything I tweeted all morning long. I've got a ton of posts out here today, but it's all right there. And we're going to talk about the winds. Then if you go down about 2/3 of the page, I have top tweets from Weather News, and these are all websites that are weather only. So you can actually stay right on the site, see all the latest tweets, all the stuff from all the major players in the weather world right here. So cool, right? All right. Wind. All right, so what would be a good model to show what's going on here? So we have a pressure gradient happening right now. Let's go look. We have a pretty strong high pressure to the north. You can kind of see it right now. And when this low plops over here, we're going to see these winds do this, these winds do this, and we're going to have a lot of winds here Friday and Saturday. A lot. That has not changed. A lot of winds. Some of the latest GFS or Euro here, let me show you on the one map here I was using earlier. Waves really puts it in perspective. Friday. So here you go. This is midnight Friday night, and you can just see these are all waves rolling in, and there's high seas, man. We're talking 10, 15, 20 foot seas, man. 17 foot. This isn't surge. These are just waves, but they build a surf. Now during the cold, we saw 30, 40 foot seas out here, so it's not as drastic. But the point being, high tide is around 2 in the morning on Saturday morning for St. Augustine, and some of these highest waves are going to be rolling in about that time. Here's St. Augustine right here. So high tide's around 2 in the morning, and these waves and winds are going to be coming in to the Florida northern part. So, anywhere from basically the Cape up to lower Georgia, Friday into Saturday, you're going to have a lot of winds coming in, and we'll have to see if we have any coastal impacts. Coastal flooding, areas that normally flood, more than likely for sure. My feet are itching if you're wondering what I'm doing. Oh, Toyota Tundra, your parents are camping in the Smokies. Well, that's cool. Michael, yeah, we just saw the Keys, Michael, down in Key West. Man, you got all kinds of storms going down there. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at the Keys real quick, and then we'll go back to this wind thing. I like the radar. So we got the National Weather Service radar here, but I love this Google radar right here. If you click on the Google radar, it's a zoomable radar. I love it. And there you go. You can zoom like that. Just like that. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. You ain't kidding, man. Key West. Look at that. Let's just leave it right there. Key West got big storms coming at you. Somebody mentioned the shuttle. That's probably what I call it too. Clark, you gotta keep in touch. Let us know how the how it is in St. Augustine this weekend. So, anyway, all right, look at that. Key West. A lot of storms down there. This is live. A lot of folks down in Bahamas. Not looking too good down there. But storms are already popping. We had a lot of lightning this morning. We have flood advisories in some spots as these storms aren't moving much. The winds are kind of stagnant right now. They don't know what to do. So some of these storms are just going to sit. Could bring a lot of rain to spots when they decide to start raining. All right, so let's talk about this Euro wave map thing, or winds. Let's look at winds. All of them are showing winds. Let's go back to tropical tidbits. You can really get a feel of what's going on. So this is your lower level winds. This just kind of tells you right before our low tightens up. There, boom, that's a lot of wind. All right, so this is Friday morning. Look at that, man, on the GFS. These are 45 knots plus, pushing straight in to that Florida northern coast. So that's the GFS showing big winds. The Euro, rewind it a little bit, or fast forward it is to Saturday. It's a little slower, but look at that. The Euro showing big winds coming in. This would be more late Friday night into Saturday morning. Big time winds. Big time winds. And then the icon showing the same exact thing. So it is going to be a windy Friday, Saturday, man. I'm telling you. And that definitely means the coastal areas, Outer Banks all the way down to Georgia, you're going to get waves too. But the direct waves and the winds pushing straight into that little pocket right there. But guaranteed surfs, man. It doesn't matter. Along that whole eastern seaboard, you're going to get a lot of winds and waves this week, Friday, Saturday. A ton. No boating. No good at all. And there you go. So, man, that pressure gradient. Woof. So Friday night, man. There you go. Some of the other maps we can look at. I like to look at the Euro wave map too. It kind of makes things a little easier to see than the other one. Here's your maximum wave height on the Euro, and you can see here as our low comes in right there. Man, now it's starting to show purple. It didn't show purple as much yesterday. This is late Friday night, Saturday morning. But look at that. We're seeing a 45. Well, 40, max 40, not 45, 40. 40 foot. Lord, yeah, I don't know. Lord Andrew asked about that volcano. I know that big volcano eruption's a big thing right now. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, but I'll look into it. Huntsville yesterday, tornado microburst. Yeah, see, that's Jamie. It's weird. Like we had something here that was similar, and again, effects are the same. Microburst, winds come down, and have sometimes the same damages as a tornado. Kind of all depends. If it has rotation and vorticity. And you can always go back and look. So who am I talking to? Linda. Listen, if you go to, it's hard to navigate, but on my page here, go to Storm Prediction Center right here. Storm Prediction Center right there. Boom. Click on that. And you'll get on the bottom here, latest case archive right here. Latest case archive. Hey, do y'all like the new mouse? It doesn't click, by the way. I kind of like it. It's taken me a while to learn the wheels in a different spot. But you're saying what day? Yesterday? So that would be the 23rd. So you got to fast forward to the 23rd. And I don't even know about Texas maps, so excuse me. I don't know. There we go. Well, actually, I can be smart. We used to do this. Every live, we would do one geography session. So let's pull up Huntsville and see right here. Huntsville is right outside of, it's north of Houston. Nope, nothing's showing up. That was for yesterday. So, but you go there. Sometimes the reports come in late too. But that's your. Oh, that was 5:22. What the hell am I doing? I'm on the wrong day here. I saw 23. Drum roll, maybe. Let's go to 23. Oh, look at that. You got a wind warning at least. Here's 22. Here's 23. All right. So there you go. So you had some storms, but it looked like no tornadoes. Hope that helps. But I always look back there and refresh it, because they go out there and survey at the National Weather Service teams, and they'll determine, if it needs to be updated on what they find. So it's a lot of times those get updated after the survey team goes out there and checks things out. So that's it. Winds, waves, we're going to be keeping an eye on that. Remember, I got a really good link down here. I found this. I had a gentleman email me and asked me to link it, which I did, and I really like it. It's hard to find, but it's right here, right below all the tides, marine stuff, right here. Tides chart. I love this one. Tides chart takes you to your location, but you can type in different locations up top, and see what's going on. So I like that. Tideschart.com, and you can see exactly, what's cooking every day for your area. And like I said, 2 a.m. St. Augustine high tide. The moon cycle, I also got a link for the moon cycle right here underneath the moon, right there, moon. Blue moon. And you can see the phase that we're in for the moon right now. So luckily we're not we're in a first quarter moon. Full moon isn't until later next week. So I always look at that when I'm looking at potential coastal events coming. Let's look at the forecast discussion. Now, I do like to do this. Let's look at St. Augustine, Florida. And we'll go to the National Weather Service office. And on the bottom here, you can see forecast discussion. And let's look at long term. All right, high pressure ridging, that's the high to the north. Persistent flow. Unsettled weather will persist. Rain chances area of strong low pressure forms offshore, tracks northward. This is elevated winds and seas. But gust of gale force will be possible early Friday and Friday night. So I just don't think you're talking about it enough. We'll see. I don't know. It's probably why I'm the amateur. No circle. No talk about that. Oh, look at that. We do have a new long range thing. Heavy rain, 526, 527. That's Friday and Saturday. That's from our low. Right here. all that juice coming into the Carolinas Friday and Saturday. Alrighty then. So let's see what else. Long range, not really seeing much. Let's go click on the long range tropics map real quick. See, as we are looking at a couple waves, got a couple tropical waves. Nothing really brewing. There are. Look at that. There is. I don't know why they don't. I don't know why. I don't know why we don't have a circle. The Euro wasn't showing much off the coast of Florida, but now they are. A few more of the ensembles, not a lot, but enough to say, hey. Hey. Probably no color here, though. Let's see here, East Coast. Where did they go? Oh, we do have color now. We haven't had color first time ever. And we got tropical storm color. So the Euro was not giving into this idea at all. Katie, you miss clicking. No, you don't. Listen, let me show you the difference. Look. All right, here's the old mouse. I kept it here as a backup because I needed it. Listen. Here, look at. Hurry. Wait. What? Name this tune. Ready? Hey. Come on. Somebody else misses the clicking? No. Nobody. How can you like clicks? Jingle bells. Hey, Sarah's got an awards celebration tonight. We have to get dressed up. They said no jeans or shorts. What? That eliminates 99% of my wardrobe. Mary had a little lame. Wham. No. Jamie. I post for clicks. That's right, every click. All right. Well, here's the deal. When I do the recorded videos, for some reason, when I do the pre-recorded videos, the clicks are, that's all I hear. Okay, we'll bring back the click. Oh, Bobby over there. So, Bobby, the point to me is, what's the point of showing a 0% circle, in my opinion, which they've done before? Would it hurt? You got all these Mets online talking about it. People go looking and there's confusion. I don't know. But this is an EPS probability map, tropical storm. Yesterday there was zero color. There wasn't even tropical depression. Now it's showing even tropical storm. So the chances are up a little bit. So I was more shocked yesterday why the Euro didn't even have anything showing potential in this area. Not even like a little bit, and now they do. So bop, 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 bop. All right, so let's look at some more models here. I wonder if I can zoom in a little closer. Well, we got to figure this out. Northeast Atlantic, nope. North America, nope. Tropical Atlantic, East Coast. It might be as close as I can get. East Conus, yeah, East Coast. So we can look at SpaghettiOs. Who doesn't love SpaghettiOs? I mean, we're not talking about a hurricane. We're talking about the potential of tropical storm or subtropical storm, whatever. The effects are the same. Regardless, but there are a few members now at least showing some development. I can't believe we don't have a circle. We make our own circle. So I was surprised to see that. All right, long range. I want to look at long range. Tropical Atlantic. That's kind of, I wasn't even honestly, I wasn't even expecting that because I've been looking at this model now for 3 or 4 days, and I just was convinced maybe that's what the NHC was using was the Euro tropical probability map. But now today it's showing tropical storm, granted 5-10%, but enough that it should warrant a circle. Renee, you're doing Jazz Fest. Well, listen, Saturday, you should. Friday is not a good day. No, it could be a good day because it's not going to be washed out at all. Saturday and Sunday are great. Amanda Guy, what's up? Spaghetti in the morning. We're connecting dots. Remember the old Etch-a-Sketch, Shelley? Yeah, so see, Bobby, that was my whole point with this whole 7-day. I thought they would have put areas out ahead of time as potential areas, but they didn't do that with the Bermuda low, which obviously was never really going to be formed, but they did circle that one. And you can still see that one. It's still there. It's weak. Whoops, what the heck is going on there? But you can kind of see where it's at. You know, all this mess right here. So I'm sure they have the low past Bermuda. Here's Bermuda right here. So it did bring a lot of nasty weather to Bermuda right here. But let's see where they have that low marked. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Curious if the low is north of Bermuda or south of Bermuda. Let's take a look. And it is, well, they got both of them circled right here. This is the one that I just circled. So they got the two lows. Which would be about right here. Yeah. This is what the surface chart's showing. A low here and a low here. There's Bermuda right there. And it did bring a lot of nasty weather. In fact, they might be getting some right now. Let's take a look at Weather Nerds. We have a lot of people in Bermuda. I think there's 60,000 people that live in Bermuda. Let's see if we can see what convection we're having over there. We actually have some of our supporters over there in Bermuda now, which is awesome. Where the heck's the island at? Somewhere right here, right? Is that the island? So we'll loop it here, weathernerds.org. I don't even know where. It's right off of South Carolina. Oh, there it is, right there. There's Bermuda right there. So this blob might make it over there, actually. It looks like it's kind of trending that direction. So, yeah. That might get you. That's probably going to get Bermuda right there. Look at that. There's Bermuda. There's that blob. That's coming. So they're going to get a little more action later today. We said Tuesday and Wednesday. Let's look at lightning. That looks like it might be a good map to look at right now. Goes east. Let's take a look at southeast. Take a look at lightning, animated GIF. Let's take a look. This is all lightning going on right now. Boom. We had a little bit of erupting over there on the East Coast this morning. Keys have been getting it all morning. Look at, oh my God, Keys are really getting it right now. So we had some before daylight this morning down at Key West, and look at right now, man, they're really getting it right now. Key West really lighting up. Throughout the day today, let's see what kind of lightning we're going to get across Florida today. Take a look at lightning. Let's look at 1 hour lightning. Go to 12Z. Kind of any place, anywhere, you can just kind of see. For some reason, the middle of the state's kind of denied today. Seems like most of the storms are going to be on both sides of the state, and the middle of the state's not getting that much. Kind of odd. Rainfall today. We can take a look at that. just isolated. But you can see the middle part of the state's kind of being left out today. It's total rainfall. Remember, the Panhandle, very little today. It's all, or Panhandle, very little. Peninsula getting most of it. So, but yeah, Amanda Scott getting a lot of lightning down there. Haley Nicole's driving from Charlotte to Jacksonville Friday. You should be fine. Friday really doesn't start. You should be fine. Charlotte's more Saturday. Let's look. I tell you one thing about the clicking. It gets quiet in here, and that Hunter doesn't snore as much as he used to. Hopefully he grew out of that. Yeah. It'd be fine leaving Charlotte. It's just a matter of your timing at Jacksonville. I mean, here's Charlotte. This is Friday morning, so most of that heavy stuff's going to wrap around and end up going into the carrot. So I think you might run into a little bit in Jacksonville, but it looks like the core of the low is going to be. This is Friday morning, but as the day goes on, it looks like most of this is going to end up coastal with very little here. So you're going to get a little bit, but the heavy stuff's going to be behind you. All right, what else we got cooking? So NASCAR looking better, not terrible. I think it might be out of here by then if you take a blend of models. Sunday, %. Sunday night, 40%. So I think it's going to be on its way out of here. Might be a late start if I had to call it right now. Stephen Best, yes. Possible Arlene. And Shelly says no. Officially no. Some of the models are still teasing. Just like we say, if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, what else does ducks do? Shelly, you're the duck person. Walk like a duck, quack like a duck, then it is a duck. But I suspect at 2 o'clock we'll have a yellow circle. I don't know why we don't. But anyway, like I said, the effects are the same regardless. There's going to be a lot of coastal action, especially for the Carolinas, and a little bit in Georgia, a little bit for Virginia, mainly Carolinas. And, of course, that's from the low. But before that low gets developed, Friday, we're going to have a lot of wind pushing down into the northern parts of Florida before this thing goes far enough up where it starts wrapping around. So anyway, my truck's doing good, Tom. I'm thinking about getting it wrapped. I got a theme. I kind of thinking I might do it. So my thinking is, I wanted to start, because I love the old like grease lightning cars of the 50s with the flame. So I was thinking about doing the nose in black with lightning bolts that fade back to the white. So, a third of the truck would be lightning bolts. And I got a pretty big hood scoop. So I was thinking about the hood scoop would be maybe an aerial shot of a Hurricane, maybe. But I don't know what to put there. But the side of the truck would be 2 Hurricane flags. Maybe even going over the back window with a wrap, so the back window would be kind of covered. But the 2 flags, angled, flapping in the wind, 2 Hurricane flags, I think would look really cool. And then the back, everybody knows I love palm trees and stuff. Somehow, like palm trees blowing behind the flags And then on my quarter panel in the back, say Mike's Weather Page, kind of in that font that we're using here, the new shirt. I like this font that Dusty Kemp did for me. This is our new shirt, by the way. Make sure you pick it up. Every year we do one. This year it only takes one, but that would be the font, Mike's Weather Page, kind of at an angle, blown away. And then the back tailgate, I would put sponsors because they make this all happen. And of course have my logo and website and stuff. Yeah, I think that would look cool. So I got a vision. Got to have palm trees, Yarlies. Maybe a blob on the hood. That might be cool. Actually, I love infrared imagery, so maybe, maybe the satellite imagery of Michael, or Matthew, not Michael, Matthew. That would look mean on the hood. Oh, you just had a great idea. Oh man, we could do this on the very hood here. Dude, I just had a vision. Matthew's skull. This little guy right here. We could somehow put this on the hood. Remember this one? This was the satellite of Matthew. Looking right at you. That was freaky. I don't know how that would work though, because it has to fade into something. It has to fade back into white. But anyway, ooh, that's a real satellite, by the way. Real. Oh man, sounds like a plan. So anyway, we're going Tampa Bay. Say, hey, listen to Jay. You still my buddy. I'll be there Friday. We'll be there Friday at the Rays game. V-neck. Bobby, I can check for you. I did get your Twitter thing. I might be able... They might not have had it available at the time, so I'll see if we can get a V-neck. I don't know. Oh, man. But that's it. Today's Wednesday. All right. So rain chances are up. Radar's still down in Guam. I got some links here. NWS Guam's up there if you need to see it. Don't forget Father's Day is coming up. I talk about it. Weather station, 10% off. Totally love my unit right here. Tempest. If you click on that, it automatically gives you 10% off. Of course, we have our new tropical design shirt, which people love. I love mine. That's kind of the summer logo. Pretty cool, right? And maybe just do black and gray, Sheila. That might be a good idea. So keep the colors out of it, right? And that way it would fade to white. Maybe that would be it. That might be cool. Catherine, hey, thanks for the stars. Holy moly, $10. Thank you. One thing about stars, I mean, they're awesome. But one thing with the way Facebook works, they only default comments with star senders. So I always have to manually switch over to relevant or newest. But if I see you with stars, I always try to comment. So, all right. Here's my weather in a nutshell hat. If you've seen them over in TikTok and Instagram, well, I do weather in a nutshell. So there you go. All right. Well, anything else we could talk about? We'll be live tomorrow and Wednesday, or Friday. I'm really curious what's going on with our little low pressure. I think it deserves a circle. Here's the surface chart, official surface chart, kind of showing you what's going on here. There's our lingering low. Actually, our low's kind of off the coast here. That's what's going on right now, those three little lows we talked about. But here's what goes on as our low slides through the state. So one thing about it, when our low comes to the state, that's why the rains start to come in at different angles, because the wind directions are now starting to shift. See, we got dry air in place here across the panhandle. So the winds have shifted a little bit. Before, when our low was up here, we were getting a lot more winds competing and blowing, and nothing. The coastal area was, everything was converging in the middle of the state. Coastal areas were being denied, as our frontal line boundary was kind of like that. But now the frontal line boundary is not like that, so we're having more chances for storms. Look at that. Maybe you see nothing there. Tomorrow, Thursday morning, there's our low trying to take shape tomorrow. There you go. There she is off the coast of Florida. This is on Thursday night. Here's Friday morning. There's our low Friday morning. And, there it is Saturday morning. So most of your rain will be done by Saturday morning. Then the heavy stuff starts to come in inland here. There's Saturday morning. And then Sunday, a little tight little low there. And there's Monday morning, our low. I think it's going to be out of here a little quicker than that, though. They have it lingering along. I don't know if it's going to be around that long or not. Looks like most of the models have it being out of here a little more than that, but we'll see. All right. We'll keep an eye on it. I might do a little quickie video later today. Yeah, Shelly, our viewers, that was right. Now we're everywhere. It seems like they're spread. Yeah, I get it's more call. I get squirrels start attacking me. Joan Bell from Largo. I know exactly where that's at. Hung out there a lot over the years. Jonathan wants to know the water temp off the Carolinas. Hey, buddy, we can do that. They're about 82 right now. The Gulf Stream is. We'll look just for you. Getting good at clicking these things. Data values. All right, so there's your Gulf Stream. 81. Average is about 81. It's 82 here off of the Florida, Georgia coast, 82 degrees. That's the Gulf Stream. Hey, look, we got a little loop current out here. 81. Upper 80s, 81. 81. 81. Coastal's cool, 70s. I added this new link, if you noticed, on early week here, NOAA water temps right there, that little guy right there. You click on that one. It's a NOAA site measuring coastal water temperatures. And for a brief moment there, we were at 90 degrees off of Clearwater Beach, and it probably had a thunderstorm or something, cooled it down. But now we are back to 85.8. 88 here off the Gandy. Keys were hitting upper 80s the other day. 88 degrees down the Keys. Perfect number. Perfect number for me is 88. Cynthia, explain low. What's low? Like low pressure? Low pressure just basically means more storms and rain, basically. Low pressure. Storms form during lows. All right. Well, that's it. We'll be live tomorrow. Don't forget, man, we're getting closer to hurricane season. I know I mentioned a bunch, but we got new people on here. Look at that. You can get 30% off. Furman's at every single Lowe's now. We have watched Furman family years now. They are in all Lowe's now. Is that the most amazing thing? But you can also still get them off our site. 30% off, free shipping. So if you don't want to deal with picking it up, if you don't have a truck, it's pretty hard. But anyway, 30% off. How about that? Just click on the link right there and get yours with free shipping, and they got so many cool stuff, man. And make sure you follow them on social media too, because they do a lot of cool stuff, and they post a lot of good stuff. Kind of fun to follow them, follow along with their journey. All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow. And Phil, I know you're going to the Coca-Cola 600. There's a good chance I might be out of here by then. Phil, hope so for you. Hope so. There's gonna, good thing it's Sunday night. That's all I gotta say. Saturday didn't look good. Lori, hey, good to see you. You got big storms coming your way. All right, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.